Welcome back to Tie Town Reviews. I'm finally able to do one of these tier list deals with me on screen. So thank you for joining me. I just wanted to put together some easy videos. One easy for me to put together, and also it's Halloween this week, so just kind of want to throw out some fun ranking videos. And I thought, why not start with Friday the 13th? It is my favorite overall horror franchise. I might be second favorite. I really like Child's Play. So, but regardless of whichever one is actually my favorite, I love Friday the 13th. I know a lot of you who watched my remake Rumble for 1980 versus 2009 probably didn't like the outcome, or maybe didn't like some of the things that I said. Please go comment on that video and let me know what it is you didn't like, or maybe like what your opinion is. You know, that's the whole point of all of this. Do some opinions. Let's conversate. So, the way I'm doing today and the subsequent videos that will come after, obviously it's still a tier list. We still have our tiers here. Despite this, the tiers are just for visual sake, whereas I will actually put them in order in how I rank them from worst to best. So, say I put this one here. But I put this one here, and I put this one here. Okay, so this isn't how they're going to be. This is just for an example. This movie, this would be first, second, third. Do you see what I'm saying? Or if I had this here, first, second, third, fourth on my list. And again, I'll reiterate it at the end. But I just thought that would be the easiest way to do this. And I like to do the tier list form as well. But along with the tier list, I wanted to state, instead of it just being these 3 or 4 fall under this tier, these 2 under this tier, this, that, and the other, I thought maybe let's go ahead and throw out there, I do want them in this order. This is the order I like them in, from this is the best to this is the worst, so on and so forth. Hopefully that's clear. If it's not, I apologize. It's just the way I wanted to do the videos this week. And yes, I will still be doing Remake Rumble one last time for this year. It will be the finale of Halloween, 1978 John Carpenter's classic versus 2007 Rob Zombie's controversial retelling of the story for different reasons. Watch the video. It's coming out Friday. You will see what I think about each film. Alright, so the tiers today. Camp Crystal Clear, that is the top tier. I thought it was creative, I thought it was fun, so that was going to be the top one. Still Slashing, it's good, I really enjoy it, but it just didn't quite make it. Barely a Boogeyman, meaning I don't hate it, but I don't love it either. Should Have Stayed Dead, let's say it's not great, but it's not one that I would want to rewatch a bunch of times, or maybe I'm dreading just a little bit rewatching it. And Hell. Now, I think that was just the easiest one to do. That would be the perfect representation of how I feel about movies that fall under that tier. There's nothing worse than going to hell, right? So, anyways, those are the tiers. We're going to start. I'm going to go in the order that it loaded these up. I know I kind of mixed up the order anyway. Anyways, let's get started. Friday the 13th Part 2. I would put Part 2 in Camp Crystal Clear. This mouse. If you've watched my other ones of these, you know I hate fighting this mouse. Okay, I love Part 2. It is so much better than the first movie. Yes, Jason, I know the first movie had to come first so that the second movie could be made. That's understood. All right? I'm not here to bash the first movie. I'm not here to bash any of the movies that I may not like. I'm just saying this one's better. Okay. All right. Sorry, my buddy Jason. Me and him had a very healthy conversation about the first Friday the 13th. Alright, so, Friday the 13th, the original. This one, Barely a Boogeyman. I stated ad nauseum what I do and don't like about this movie. Go watch Remake Rumble to hear why I may not want to put it higher than Barely a Boogeyman. Jason, at least I didn't put it down here. Alright, Part 5. This one's interesting because this one Jason's been killed. He hasn't been resurrected for the franchise yet. They have a imposter Jason, played by a grieving father. I like it. It goes to Barely a Boogeyman. I don't love it. I like a lot of the side characters. If you want an interesting take on the side characters, go check out Dead Meat's ranking of all side characters for the franchise. Their segment over the people in part 5 is fantastic. Anyways, as far as I'm concerned, I really like the side characters. I don't really care for the main characters. I don't care about Pam. Tommy is a nothing character in this movie. Reggie's fun. You know, I like Reggie. His grandpa's not really in the movie. I mean, the main characters are hardly on screen. You know, the side characters steal the show. But still, it's not great. It's not one of my favorites. Part 6. Now, Part 6 does what I think Part 5 wished it had done. Takes Tommy Jarvis and makes him an amazing fighting force against Jason. This version of Tommy Jarvis is a much better, older version of Part 4's Tommy Jarvis. I thought the movie itself is fun. Yes, there's some really campy, it leans hard into camp in this one. Very campy. It does things that, first of all, Jason's officially undead in this one. They have kids at the camp, and that's an element of the story. It's not just kind of in the backlogs of the movie. Megan, however you say it, it's a weird pronunciation of the name Megan, but Megan, a very fun final girl. Her and Tommy are very fun together. They have good chemistry. I mean, I like the movie. All of Megan's friends, the other counselors, which there's only a couple, which is the most unbelievable part of the movie to me, outside of Jason coming back from the dead. But I love the movie despite its camp. There's some parts of it that are just ignorant, if you will. But if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. The smiley face and the tree, like, there's so much we could get into, but this isn't a full review of these movies. I'm trying to keep that in mind. So that goes here. It is one of my favorites. Part 3 should have stayed dead. Part 3 shouldn't have been made. They really messed up. I don't think they messed up Jason so much, but I know it's when he gets his mask and all that, but I don't necessarily hate watching it, but I also am not ever looking forward to watching it either. So it's going to go there. The next one, The New Blood, goes to hell. Look, my least favorite Friday the 13th movie. I do not like it. The leads have no chemistry. The Jason, yes, it's Kane Hodder. I believe this was his first time as Jason. But as much as I love Kane Hodder and as much as I like his Jason, I don't care for this. There's only one other movie I despise almost as much as this, and it might shock some people, but yeah, it's Dog Water. Oh, there we go. This mouse. Okay. Part 4. Yeah, still slashing. That is going to get me in the most trouble, I think, with Friday the 13th fans. The reason it goes there is the brother angle, not the two main characters. I don't mean Tommy and his sister. I mean the brother of one of the girls from Part 3 showing up looking for his sister, or looking for Jason to avenge his sister. His he's killing me thing is really lame. Tommy getting his attention with shaving his head like Jason, I think that's lame. I do like how he gets the better of him, I guess. Him and his sister defeat Jason. That's the way that they actually beat him is fine. I just don't know why he had to shave his head. I thought that was dumb. I feel like he could have gotten his attention with a mask. He has all those masks that he makes. I think Jason would have been just as intrigued, I guess. Him shaving his head just, I don't know, it makes zero sense to me. I don't know why they did that. Some of the other teenagers that are kind of, cannon fodder, if you will, it has some of the worst teenagers in the whole series outside of this movie. I don't know. It's not as great as to me. It's not as great to me as it is to a lot of other people. I understand people love it, but that's where it goes for me. Next up, Straight to Hell. Look, Jason Takes Manhattan. Awful. It's awful. I do not like it. I never have. I think it had promise, is what I'm trying to say. I think it had good promise, but ultimately I don't care for it. Friday the 13th, the remake. Camp Crystal Clear. Jason is the scariest he ever is. Action is the best that it ever is. The kills are the best that they ever are. I mean, with the exception of a couple of characters that I feel they could have left out or changed just a bit, this is the best Friday the 13th film, in my opinion. Freddy vs. Jason. Yes, Freddy vs. Jason, still slashing. Yes, I rank it above Friday the 13th Part 4. No, I will not change my mind on that. Put in the comments all your anger, but be constructive. I want conversation. I don't want just hatefulness in my comments. Jason X. I'm kidding. I love Jason X. It's not above Friday the 13th Part 4, but I love Jason X. It is the best horror character goes to space that they've ever made. No, that does not mean I put it in the same camp as Alien or Aliens or any of its sequels. But as far as them putting a horror character or movie character in space in a later sequel, Jason X is the best version of that. And finally, Jason Goes to Hell. Should have died. Okay. Or stayed dead. Excuse me. Should have stayed dead. I already know, people are going to hate me putting that one there, especially with how much people hate the body hopping and all this different stuff. I don't mind it. Now, do I wish Jason was actually in the movie throughout the film? 100%. But I do like them incorporating the Necronomicon, make sure I say that right, from the Evil Dead franchise. First of all, it connects Friday the 13th and the Evil Dead, which is interesting. But I think it gives an interesting reason for Jason being alive now past the first movie. Do I like a lot of other story elements? There's a lot of it that I don't care for, but I still like that movie more than these two. I'm sorry. Okay, so my official ranking, first to last place. Friday the 13th, 2009. Friday the 13th, Part 6. We have Part 2 in third place. Fourth place would be Freddy vs. Jason. Fifth would be the fourth movie. Sixth would be Jason X. Seventh would be A New Beginning. Eighth would be the original. Ninth would be Part 3. 10th would be Jason Goes to Hell. 11th and 12th will respectively be Jason Takes Manhattan and A New Blood. You like my Jason mug? Or my Jason cup? My wife got it for me. I love it. Okay, let me know in the comments how you would rank these movies. Let me know what you disagree with. Let me know what you agree with. Or just share the video and have other people watch it. You know, it's completely up to you. Thank you for watching. Please come back tomorrow, unless you watch this way past now. Tomorrow I'll be releasing a ranking of the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise. That one will probably get me in more trouble than this one. Thank you all for watching. I'm Steve with Tie Town Reviews. Goodbye!